Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Day 111. Time to move to Medina. The pagans had gone too far in the persecution of the Muslims. There was no evil that they would not do to the Muslims. For the Muslims, just living in Makkah itself had become a torture. Under the pagans' insults, attacks, and curses, they were mourning. They all got together and went to the Prophet ﷺ. They told him they could not stand the persecution anymore and wanted to migrate to Medina. Their migration, moving from one place to another, would be to enable them to practice their religion easily and freely. The Prophet ﷺ thought deeply about this. Of course, it was a beautiful idea to migrate to Medina. But the time was not ripe. The order or permission to migrate had to come from Allah Himself. He explained this to them. So they began waiting for that order from Allah. A few days passed, and then the Prophet ﷺ called all the Muslims together and told them, "The place you are going to migrate to was shown to me. I saw it as a city surrounded by orchards. Anyone wishing to leave can go there. Unite with your brothers in Medina. Allah the Most High has made them your brothers, and He has made Medina a peaceful city where you will live in safety." The Muslims were joyful. From now on, they would be able to worship safely and lead a peaceful life. They started making preparations with great hope and happiness. The Prophet ﷺ reminded them again to be extra cautious. To keep the pagans from knowing what was happening, they began leaving Makkah in small groups. After several days, the pagans realized that the Muslims had left Makkah and set out to track them out. Whoever they caught up with were forced by them to turn back. They separated family members and put some of them into prisons. But the Muslims did not give up. The pagans did unthinkable things trying to prevent their migration. But the Muslims resisted everything, endured every difficulty, and the migration continued. The support of Allah was with them. Now a new and different day was dawning. The light of Islam was brightly shining on the mountains of Medina. Makkah was becoming empty. The doors of the houses of the Muslims were locked. The children were drawn to Medina, where they would be able to play in peace and live happily ever after with their parents. There was joy in their eyes and hope in their hearts. The children of Medina anxiously awaited their brothers in religion. The children of Makkah, the Muslim elders, and above all, the Prophet ﷺ coming to join them soon.